Today for Number Talks, we are going to be adding to one of our important goals that we've been setting since the beginning of the new year. In the last couple of weeks, we've been looking at number sense, and we just keep adding on to that every week. Is it reasonable? Can I visualize it? And place value is what we looked at last week, of making sure that we're using the correct places to help us reasonably solve problems. Well, last week we added a couple of little tips for us that kept popping up by the end of the week that we noticed that we were really using a lot. And those would be compatibility and flexibility. And I think that those are important words because that really leads us to our third goal that we want to practice with Number Talks, and that is fluency. Raise your hand if you can talk to me about what fluency means to you. Cole, can you talk to me about what fluency means to you?
Fluency means technically you're using reasonability because you don't want it to be way off and things like that.
Absolutely. I think that reasonability is an important part of that. You can build off of what Cole said. Madison.
It's not like stopping and pausing. It's like whenever there's a period, then you can take a breath and then you can read another sentence.
Okay, and so I like how you put that connection with reading there, because fluency is often heard in reading.
Smooth, like with math problems, you read them and then you do it
You want
to,
you
don't want to go too
fast.
It has to do with memorizing.
Okay, so
fluency to remember words.
Okay, now let me ask you this. You said memorizing. Is memory going to be my only part?
No.
Why?
Because if you also have to use a strategy, as also you have to know if I use this strategy, I can do this, and so you could just go like that.
Oh, okay. So I like how she said strategies. You're going to have more than one, correct? Okay. So with fluency, I want to set a good pace. I want to use that flow that Ella was talking about. And it's just like what Madison said. This is just like what we've talked about with our reading, that I want that good flow, that good pacing, and I'm going to have to use a strategy to use that. So I'm really going to build on my schema. I'm going to build on what I already have memorized. Okay, today with your partners, I'm going to have you work this problem. Now, obviously, this is bigger than what we normally do, but we started a little bit of this last week, and we're able to apply our knowledge to this. Okay, so talk to your partners about what are some ways that you could use fluency to help you solve 298 times 4. Go.
So we gotta go. Bring that 2 up. Bring it over here. And go make it 2.
Wait. Put that 300 and bring it up. Equals 36. You can also do
Thumbs up when you're ready to share.
83. Well, 300 plus 382 plus 800 equals 100.
Ready, dog? Okay, I heard some wonderful comments during our Number Talks with our partners. And I noticed that very few of you used paper, so you were using those mental math strategies, which is so important for fluency because you want to be able to pull from a good place instead of having to pull out a paper if you're at the grocery store and have some big long list of multiplication. All right, who can share with us, who had those thumbs up that they can share with us today about how we would use fluency to work this? Dixon, what could you share?
Well, Camden said that we could add 2 to the 298 so that to get 300 times 4, which is easy sometimes, would it be 1,200. So then we said to subtract maybe 2 or something.
Two.
Two groups.
two groups of
Four.
four, which would be,
1,982.
Yeah.
No, 92.
well, it would be minus
Minus 8.
8, which would be 1,000.
1,900.
No, 1,000.
192.
Excellent. And so that's such a quick strategy because
Because
300.
simpler.
The zero, with the 0 at the end, it's easier.
oh yeah, so he was using something that was really quick for him because he noticed that this was close to 300, and that was building off of that place value knowledge.
Like
that is
tens.
excellent. Did anybody break it up into partial products today for a different strategy? Excellent. Zach, can you talk to us about that?